In this example, we are going to use Excel to calculate some sales tax amounts. So these are basic percentage calculations. And what we have is a list of dollar amounts, and we want to figure out 5.3% sales tax on each of those dollar amounts. So we're going to label some column headings here. So for column A, we are going to put the amounts. In column B, we're going to put the tax rate. In column C, we're going to put the amount of tax that we will end up paying on those. And in column D, we will put the total cost, which is that original price plus the amount of tax. So we're going to enter the amounts here that we're given: $77.25, $902, $10.18, $5,086.01, and $20. Now we want to change the formatting of these to dollar amounts. If we highlight that data, right-click to get this context menu and choose Format Cells, we can change the to either a currency or accounting format, and either of those options will work fine for our purposes. So I'm going to set it to currency, which will display a dollar sign and 2 decimal places. Now you'll notice that in A5 we can no longer read that number. We're going to click and expand that column until it's large enough to read that dollar amount. A shortcut that you will find in newer versions of Excel to get that currency formatting is this accounting format shortcut here. So if we do that, you can see the difference between the currency format and the accounting format. The alignment of the columns is slightly different. So either of those formats works fine for us. The tax rate we're going to put in here is 5.3%. Now the trick is we want to see that formatted as a percent. So I can use this percent format shortcut up here, or I can right-click, choose Format Cells, and look for the percentage formats. So remember that this right-click Format Cells gives you a broader range of options than those few shortcuts. So I want to see 1 decimal place to correspond to our 5.3, and I want it formatted as a percent. Now, of course, it adjusted that to 530%, which is the percent form of the original integer value, 5.3. So I'm just going to re-enter that as 5.3%. Now I'm going to copy that and fill that same value down here into all the cells below. And when I copy, that includes the formatting that we had selected. So now we have our amounts, we have our tax rates, and we're going to figure out the amount of tax, a simple percentage calculation. We're going to do this using a formula. So we're going to type an equal sign to begin our formula, and the formula we want is the dollar amount here in A2 multiplied by the tax rate 5.3%. And with 5.3 in percent format, it does that calculation correctly. That's 77.25 multiplied by 0.053. And it has come out with the accounting format, $4.09. So if we like the way that has worked, we're going to highlight that, we're going to copy it, and we're going to paste the same formula into the rows below. and there's all of our tax amounts. So the total price that you would be paying on each of these is calculated as a sum, which is the original amount plus the amount of the tax. So I'm going to type an equal sign here in cell D2, and the formula is going to be the original amount plus the amount of tax. And if that has worked out correctly, we can highlight that, copy it, paste it into these rows below, and all we need to do now is just expand the width of that column a little bit to make sure we can read that number. And so there we have a table showing the original amounts, the tax rates, the amount of tax, and the total cost for each item.